Action.
I just had trouble with the director.
I just had trouble with the performer.
There will be action and reaction. When I left school, there was no expectation, no action, no reaction, nothing. I was expected to go down the pit, and I would not. I already had applied to join for the RAF when I was still at school, but I couldn't join until I was 16. I could go for the interview before I was 16, and I did go for the interview. In my dad's shoes, which were size 9, and I took a size 5, so I looked like the penguin. I slopped into the interview room, somewhere down south, the leafy south. I'd never seen anything but pit heaps and squalor. And they asked me, what would I like to do? I came from an industrial area, pits, shipyards. So I said engines. They said, there's no vacancies for engines. They said airframes. I said airframes. They said there's no vacancies for airframes. You could be an armourer, if you like. What the hell would I do with bombs in Civvy Street? I had no interest in bombs or killing people. So they said, well, you could do radar. And I thought, I'm from a pit. I've just been to secondary modern school. I know nothing about such things. That's for boffins, not for me. But they gave me the test, and it was a doddle. I just went through it, no bother. So I end up going as an air radar mechanic. And I found it easy. There was atomic theory, things I'd never even heard of at secondary modern school. And it was easy. I took to it like a duck to water. And I passed through that lot. 18 months of intensive training. Then I went to Northern Ireland, where I worked on Shackletons, really just a Lancaster from the Second World War, adapted to search and rescue, which I liked. You were helping people. It was also for searching out Russian submarines. So it was all a bit of a laugh. Sometimes you'd go up and go very, very low. These Shackletons could fly very low, just above the surface of the water. And we would see a Russian submarine. And they would wave at us, and we would wave back. And on the Shackleton there was a bubble window which you could open. And we would stick our heads out, wave at them, and throw Coke bottles at them. And they threw vodka bottles back. So it was all a good laugh. Then I went on my advanced course for radar. And it was very advanced. It was for the TSR-2 bomber. At the time, the most advanced aircraft and radar the world had ever seen. And again, it was a doddle. I went through it, I passed out with distinction, even though I could have done better, because on the day I took the test, the previous day I had been up in front of the group captain, the commandant of for some very serious charges of grievous bodily harm, denying I was in the RAF and destroying RAF property. At the time, there was an American program on called Perry Mason.
I just remembered the story. I'm sorry.
Perry Mason, he was in a wheelchair actually, and he always got his clients off. So we ganged together and made up this story. Perry Mason special. And I got off with a £5 fine because I called a witness to come. Witness could not come. Why? Because he was in hospital.
I'm going to cut there, Pete.
Cut!
Cut! Just in case the video runs too long and we have issues with it. And we're going to tell the story in the next video. Yeah?
Say again.
The story that you've just mentioned,
Yes.
you can tell that in the next video.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.